guys, what's up? It's Brendan here from Your Game, back with another Black Ops 3 zombie tutorial. In this video we'll be showing you how to build the pack-a-punch machine in Shadows of Evil. So in order to pack a punch in Shadows of Evil, you will need to complete 4 rituals. Each district is specific to each character, however this does not apply if you're playing on solo. You will need to complete all 4 steps. However, if you are playing on multiplayer, the character that you are playing, you will need to complete the ritual in that district for that character. So starting off on Easy Street, this applies to the Magician if you're playing on multiplayer. So as soon as you spawn, if you enter Beast Mode and continue straight ahead and break the crate, this will unlock the orb. You will need these for each of the 4 rituals. Next you will continue out onto the junction, to which you will need to get the personal effect for the Magician. In this case it's the pen. So in order to do this you will need to enter Beast Mode again, continue over and shock the electric box in order to get access to the crane. So once you've got the personal effect, the next step is to get access to the altar. This can be done in one Beast Mode, but just for the sake of the video I'm breaking it down into simple steps so you guys can see the path to follow. So once we enter Beast Mode the second time, we're going to grapple up onto the balcony and continue through on the path shown. The purpose of this Beast Mode is to power the stairs in order to give access to the Magician's quarters. As you can see, the box is on the left hand side and this will now give you access back onto Easy Street. So once back in human form, continue back up the newly activated stairs back into the Magician's quarters. As you can see, there is an altar right in front of you, to which you can place the personal effect and the summoning orb. Just a heads up, once you place these items on the altar, a number of gatekeepers will spawn. You do not have to kill these gatekeepers, so reserve your ammo. Simply just train them around for about 30 seconds or so. So once the ritual is complete, the gatekeepers will disappear and then a gate worm will now be formed. You can continue over and pick this up. This is the first of 4 we will need to collect. So the second ritual we're going to complete is in the Footlight District, and this will apply for the girl Jessica Rose. So once in the Footlight District, we're going to enter the Beast Mode outside the Black Lace Burlesque. As you can see, there's a grappling point above the sign, so we're going to grapple here, turn around and power the gates below. So from here we're going to turn around and grapple to the second grappling point, continue through the doorway, jump across this ledge, and this will give you access to the personal item. You can also use the remaining time you have to power the perk and the gate below. So from the Footlight District we're going to head back towards the junction, and this is just to pick up the personal item. As you can see, it's the wig. Once we have the personal effect in our possession, we're going to head back to the Black Lace Burlesque and continue the process in order to get the gate worm. So like before, we're going to place the personal effect and the summoning key and train the gatekeepers until the gate worm spawns. Just a quick heads up for you guys, once you do the 2nd and 4th gate worm, a Margot will spawn no matter what. So now that we've completed 2 gate worms, the next district we're going to head to is that of the waterfront. This district applies to anything to do with the Boxer or Floyd Campbell. So like before, we're going to enter Beast Mode and we're going to use the grappling point to give us access to the personal effect. All we need to do is melee it down. From here, continue back over to pick up the personal effect. Just a heads up also, each time you pick up the personal effect, 2 gatekeepers are going to spawn. Again, you do not have to kill these. So the personal effect for the Boxer is that of the championship belt. Now we need to get access to the altar. If you've not already gained access to the gym on the first Beast Mode, there is a second Beast Mode at the top end of the gym. Continue down and melee open the doors. Like before, we're going to place the summoning orb along with the personal item, the championship belt, on the altar in the ring. Again, we are going to wait for the gatekeepers to disappear, giving us access to the 3rd gate worm. So the final district we're going to hit up is that of the Canal District. Anything that applies to Jack Vincent or the cop will be found in this area. So using the first beast mode found at the rear of the Ruby Rabbit, we're going to jump down into the canal and shock the control box. From here we're going to continue along the canal and we're going to melee open the door to the rift. This is the important step for later. Also, just to the right of this door there is a second crate we will need to break open using the melee attack of the beast. Next we are going to enter a second beast mode, this time in front of the Ruby Rabbit, and use the grapple ability to get to the top. Continue inside and shock the control panel at the stairs in order to give us access to the Ruby Rabbit. From here continue back into the canal to the crate that we broke to the right of the door of the rift. This will give us the personal effect for the cop, which is the police badge. Now we need to head back into the Ruby Rabbit and continue up to the first floor and place the personal effect and the summoning orb on the altar. Again, wait for the gatekeepers to disappear and pick up the gateworm. Just a quick heads up again guys, if you're following this video in order, a Margwa will spawn for the second time. Now that we've acquired the 4 gateworms, we're going to need access to the rift. So the gate that we broke earlier in the canal will give us access to this. There is 2 other possible locations in order to get access to the rift, so click the annotation on screen to see them. Once in the rift, a number of gatekeepers will spawn, but don't worry about them, we need to head over to the wall with the 5 glowing symbols on it. If you walk close enough to it, the wall will disappear and this will give you access to the summoning chamber. So once in this chamber, we need to place each of the gateworms in each of the 4 corners. As you place each gateworm, a new section of the wall or the bridge will be built. In order to get access to the 2 at the far end, you will need to wall run over. Just be careful not to fall into the pit below. Now that we've placed all 4 gateworms, we need to place the summoning orb on the altar. Just a heads up, a number of gatekeepers will now spawn. Again, you do not need to deal with these, just wait a set period of time and they will disappear. Once the gatekeepers disappear, you will hear a brief audio dialogue, to which the Shadow Man will now spawn.
Your service to the overlords is appreciated. Our complete assimilation of this dimension will now proceed.
So once the Shadow Man disappears, this indicates the complete process of the Pack-a-Punch machine. As you can see, the sun disc or the sun dial has now split open and give you access to the Pack-a-Punch. You are now free to Pack-a-Punch your weapons at a cost of 5,000 points each. So guys, if you found this video useful, please click the like button below. As always, click subscribe for the very best zombies tutorial. And just one final thing, be sure to stay awesome.